Welcome to Crimson Guitars, welcome to a bit of a road trip. I'm in Ashburton.
I'm Ryan, welcome to WM Guitars.
These are the old Oak Allman guitars. I like the asymmetricality of the bridge there. You've got that little cutout. Oh yeah, there we go. It's also at the end of the fretboard. I like that. And the headstock. I genuinely want to know what lacquer he's using.
I will find out. I'm sure it's probably a UV. It's a polyurethane, but I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is.
That is some epic finishing. Okay, so JKM, we love JKM. We saw one of his more budget instruments go through Daily Guitar Draw, and it was just mind-blowingly cool. I'm going to hand the camera to somebody else and get my hands on some guitars because...
Yeah. Do you want to pull them off or shall I pull them off? Juggle.
This is not onlyfanfrets.com. We need that domain. Actually, I don't see any fanfrets.
So that is an Empire series from JKM, which is all bells and whistles, acoustic. You can have them in any combination you want.
Sorry, that's awesome.
Wood preferences.
You don't want to swap the labels over on any of these, do you? I will buy a £5 guitar for 200 quid. I am not that moral. Yeah, I've got carpal tunnel. I'm not supposed to be picking anything up. I'm not supposed to be playing anything. And I don't really care. This is just delicious.
The volute.
That volute. Mwah.
Beautiful.
Okay, Wisdom Cedar, Black Limber.
So here's a bit of the educational entertainment. What's your views on side ports? Like or dislike?
I look, I'm most assuredly a bedroom guitarist. Anything that allows me to hear it more, I like. In my opinion, the whole point of the sides of a guitar are to be as stiff as humanly possible, to reflect the sound back into the instrument, to then push it through the soundboard, the sound hole.
Yep.
And I think that if you've got a stiff enough, if the rest of the sides are stiff enough, it's fine.
Yep.
Probably you should make this sound hole slightly smaller to
let the air out more.
Exactly, to even that out. Sounds incredible, and I'm getting to enjoy the character of the guitar itself rather than just my audience, which is, no audience because I play in my bedroom with myself.
So I've also got another theory behind it as well.
Editor, use that statement.
So if you make the plates, the back and the top plate too thin, and the whole thing over resonates, you get a lot of overtones which kind of meld together, mix together.
Yeah.
So by releasing more air pressure from that box, lets those overtones become more clear. It just releases, in my opinion, more overtones, more air pressure to let the clarity of them ring through and add some further definition. So that is a debatable statement right there. Fight me in the comments.
Fight the man in the comments. I'm learning how to focus. No. Okay, I'm just going to make people ill here. If you're standing in a room with the doors and windows shut, etc., and you engage in scream therapy because they won't sell you that wonderful 3-net guitar from 1835.
Yeah. Definitely not.
Yeah. You can essentially create a standing wave, and as you're screaming, the sound wave is going from one wall and back and one wall and back, and it muddies everything up. You're talking about opening a door in the room while Ben is engaging in his scream therapy, and through opening the door, the original sound wave goes out that way, and I can scream even more with clarity.
Exactly. It will add definition to your scream. But yeah, I'm quite a fan of it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, look, hey, let us know what you think in the comments. What are the studies and all of that? Let us know what you think this lacquer is and why this Paducah Purple Heart is just... yeah, in fact, would you mind showing me bits and pieces of this guitar?
It's just a Sitka.
Or is it Sickler? Yeah, Sitka, but it's got this sort of delicate
it's
decor in there.
It's got some figuring.
I like that a lot. That rosette, I'm not sure if I can call it a rosette if it's just 2-3 little pieces there, but that is just gorgeous.
Super elegant.
This is the thing. So many people look at a high-end guitar and they think, okay, I want to buy a Martin. I want to buy a Gibson. I think there's a Gibson in the back there. Yeah. And you're missing out. And I suppose this is, Ryan, this is what you're doing with your Luthier's Corner. You're shining a spotlight on heirloom quality guitars.
Exactly. It's trying to hero these smaller manufacturers that really are up against a big fight. They don't have the marketing teams behind them. And these big brands, that's a lot of what you're paying for is really high quality marketing. I want everyone and anyone who loves guitar to play guitar and it to be accessible. But there's a small part of me that really feels like a customer should be proud to own what they own.
Dehan?
Yeah, De
that right?
Haan. So this is a maker called Frank De Haan. He's from Hailu in the Netherlands, or Holland, now formerly the Netherlands. And he builds a lot of acoustic and electric guitars. He also runs a guitar making school.
No, he doesn't. Delete.
So yeah, definitely.
Sorry.
Definitely don't
Edit
go
that
to
out. Don't edit it out. He runs a guitar building school, does he?
Yes, he does indeed. But it's all the way in the Netherlands, so not really your competition.
No. We're the best guitar building school in the world. We're the biggest. We teach more people than anybody else. And nobody's allowed to be in competition. Whoa, that's pretty.
That's Ziricoti. Whenever I look at that, it's like looking through a woodland or a rainforest. I just see the trees.
Okay. I'm interested in seeing things that are non-standard. So show me.
We'll get to something really cool in a minute, but I'll just show you a quick thing. You mentioned Thompson and Ball guitars earlier.
Oh, I just his work or their work. It's a partnership, but it's predominantly one builder building.
Nathan and Tony. I think it's predominantly Nathan, but they both build together. They build about 6 to maybe 10 guitars a year. And Nathan is the person who kind of is behind all of this intricate inlay work. So that's best shown off actually on the back.
Okay.
Which is beautiful. But what I wanted to mention about this guitar is what I call castellated saddles and nuts. I think you referred to them as scallops. I've seen in a previous video of yours.
Yeah, I did scallop nuts. I have scalloped that's a really chunky saddle actually as well.
Yeah.
I love scallop nuts. It's a good look. It's also very difficult to film. It's about string separation.
Yeah.
So when you're playing an acoustic guitar like this, you don't want the vibrations from one string to travel over to the next and essentially muddy up the sound. I personally don't like that route in there. What is the reasoning behind that? You've got those are recessed as well, but
I haven't actually had a proper conversation with Nathan about these instruments yet. He just dropped them in on Saturday, which was, 3 days ago?
Yeah.
To be presented in this video. These, I would assume, just off my mind, I need to have a word with Nathan about it, is probably a slight bit of weight relief.
It's weight relief and vibration, I suppose.
Vibrational energy, yeah.
Let us know in the comments what you think. The look of the thing from the front. You don't see those routes at all. The look is only part of it. The fact is that at the Bristol Guitar Show, I saw the inlays, which drew me in, the craftsmanship of it, the beauty, the art, etc. And I strummed a guitar, and it literally gave me chills, and I genuinely want to own one. And I have access to a lot of guitars. I want that guitar so badly.
I think the reasoning why they sound incredible is he builds them with high bracing, not wide bracing.
Okay.
So the braces are super, super thin, and the strength comes from the height, not the width. So if you can...
Oh yeah, that's almost knife edge there.
Yeah, it's super, super, super thin.
I feel a workshop visit coming on. They're Somerset. They're not too far from us, are they?
They're not far at all, no.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm definitely going to pay them a workshop visit as well. Yeah.
Well, maybe we can
Tag team on something
yeah.
if you want.
Yeah. Go on, Bear. Use that one too.
So this one doesn't have his inlay work on the rosette. His latest one does, because he was still working this process out. But if we can get the lighting right...
Oh, hello. Okay, so this is a skeletonized
classical heel block, basically.
heel block. Could you angle your... There you go. Okay. It's Nathan, isn't it?
Nathan, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if I can ask Nathan to send me some photos of this in progress. Okay, that is very interesting. Again, you've got the strength, but it's skeletonized, so we've Brunelled that shit and made it strong yet lightweight and flexible and resonant. Why have you got some guitars locked up behind in a door? I mean,
well, to be honest with you, when we first bought this building, this was a little cupboard for storage.
okay.
And we didn't know what to do with the cupboard.
Oh, and there's a Fender. Is that a Fender custom shop?
It's a Fender custom.
Yeah, let's put the custom shop and the Fender and the old Gibson in there, so people don't actually buy them. That's a Patrick James Eggle that I can see. That's really cool. I mean, that's some beautiful inlay work.
But talking about the bracing, there's a chunk and a half of a brace on the back there.
Yeah, those are... He got some really good reviews when he was doing these.
Yeah.
He really did. And the finishing is nice. I have to say that we've just had to do a full refinish on one of Patrick's... or one of these acoustics, because something went wrong. And it was brought to us to refund.
This one's no different. It does actually need a full refinish. There is bubbling behind the bridge. The myrtle wood back and sides, which is just...
That is stunning. And this... Oh, that's a Breedlove.
Breedlove.
That's also myrtle wood.
Yeah.
How do you sleep at night knowing that you've got access to all of these things?
You don't?
Yeah, that's CNC carved out of a single billet.
Yeah.
I saw some beautiful old parlor guitars in the corner there, so these will have... Sorry, I'm so distracted. Okay, what is that thing on the floor down to your right there, young man?
This is probably one of the most interesting guitars we have in the shop.
I would suspect that this might be something to do with a membrane lattice brace double top.
I shouldn't let him have the ticket, should I? There was a... Yeah, there you go.
800 quid sold.
There's a luthier in Australia called Greg Smallman.
Oh, I know. I know Greg. I know of Greg Smallman.
He kind of pioneered this idea of double top / membrane top classical guitars.
Yeah. When I first heard of double tops, it literally kept me awake at night trying to figure out how you had two completely separate tops.
Yeah.
Rather than just a laminated, essentially plywood sort of top.
The membrane is that bit. Yeah.
Oh. So the entirety of the instrument is as solid as possible.
Yeah.
Back, sides, and are the back and sides also laminates? Or are they solid?
On this one, it's actually solid, but it is a bit
Chunky.
of a hybrid horse, this guitar. And I can explain further. Everything is as stiff as possible, but this membrane is about 1.3 mil thick. It's braced in lattice formation with carbon fibre and balsa wood.
I worked on a guitar with a carbon fibre company that does Formula One stuff, and they made me a carbon fibre guitar that was 1.3 millimeters thick.
Yeah.
And I thought that was amazing.
This is wood. So this is just braced with carbon fibre. And the braces are super small. It's really a tiny amount of bracing in there. But they're strong.
Okay.
It's made by a guy called Manuel Aladid and Dieper Hoff. They're two German guys. It's made in collaboration with Estafet Guitars, which is a Spanish guitar builder. And yeah, it fills up the whole room. That's the idea. They're concert level instruments.
The fact that you've essentially got a speaker cone of incredibly flexible, incredibly vibrant material around the bridge, which is the point of the guitar is to take the vibrational energy of the strings and shit it into the bridge.
Yeah.
And that vibrates and then pushes out of the sound hole, the soundboard. I've got ports in my head now. Yeah. Genuinely, I've never actually experienced one of these, and I really like this idea.
Yeah, yeah, it's really innovative.
And it's got Korean marble or something. Those are pretty. It's just incredible. Yeah, the reality is, just on one wall, we've found 3 or 4 different concepts that are genuinely mind-blowingly interesting, and we haven't even gone through the ceiling yet. The good stuff's over there. I think we need to come back and do a lot more.
More than welcome anytime.
Yeah. You've got Maybach as well. We had a Maybach Telly through Daily Guitar Draw. I suppose it would be rude if we didn't pick up a few things from Daily Guitar Draw.
This is taken in a barber shop in Spain. There's a little Japanese dancer in the front with a chap in the background playing a guitar.
It's a flamenco.
Flamenco from 1951.
Okay, so hold on. You take that. I take that. There we go. Intensely light. So this is
Want me to take the ticket?
this is the opposite. It's got Ben Crow's DNA now. I'm so sorry. The entire thing is built to be as light as humanly possible and as resonant as humanly possible. And as untuned as humanly possible.
Those tuners are a nightmare.
Yeah, don't I know it. But I prefer the membrane idea.
Yeah.
This doesn't sound as good. But and this is really worth $8,500.
Yeah, so they're very rare guitars, and it was quite a reputable name. And I think in this world, name does mean something.
1951, and yeah, that also has a very delicate, minimalistic heel block there, which I like. See, I would see this in a charity shop or a car boot sale or something, and probably I would look at it, but I wouldn't give 50 quid for it.
That's the weird thing about classical guitars and flamenco guitars, is a lot of them, if you don't know what you're looking for in terms of quality, you really don't know how to value the thing.
Yeah. I would pick it up and I'd go, oh, that's very, very lightweight, and I might give 50 quid for it, but I do like the inlaid dots on the tuning pegs. Okay. I hope you're enjoying this video. I certainly am. So this is did you say Dowina?
Yeah, it's pronounced Dowina, if you want to be
Dowina.
precise.
I want to be precise. Precision in all things. That guitar is oak. May I?
Yeah. Please, feel free.
I personally... So after the flamenco guitar, this is like twice the weight. I am on record saying that oak is a bad wood for guitar making. I was referencing electric guitars. We were just talking about the fact that the back and sides needs to be very stiff to reflect the sound of the instrument, and actually oak, I like the D that they've... come on, Bear. Ben likes the D. My editor, he loves taking things out of context and then just being naughty with it. Craftily looking at the price tag. Sorry, where are Dowina made? Is this also...
So they're Slovakian.
It's in Slovakia, okay.
Yeah. They are a family company. There's probably about 30 of them now building guitars. So
It's a
they...
big family.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, they probably output maybe one guitar a day. So it's all small.
I
small
wish I could
production.
output one guitar a day.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't put that guitar back on the hanger. Well, why did I not put that guitar back on the hanger? Okay, because I want the guitar.
I went and visited Dowina back in 2019, and an oak tree had fallen down locally in their area, and the council were commissioned to go and remove it. And the council basically just removed it from site and put it in the car park at Devon and said, "You guys deal with that. You make stuff out of wood." Pretty much. To that extent.
That's awesome.
And here we are 5 years later, and we have our first batch of guitars made with this Slovak oak.
You're standing between me and the door. The problem... Yeah.
There's a reason why I do this.
Smart. Yeah, well, okay, fine, here you go. That's put it behind the till. We'll do this. Thank you very, very much.
No worries at all.
You horrible human being facilitating my my habits.
Yeah, so there's only 2 people in the whole of the UK that do these, and we get them direct from America. So for us, it's a really nice little personal connection we have. Also, with the educational side of things, one thing we haven't mentioned is they're all tap tuned. So the process of tap tuning is knocking the wood and reading on an oscilloscope where those frequencies lie,
Okay.
and then thicknessing that wood to a certain frequency that a company would prefer.
So that's a C sharp just on the brace in there.
If you can facilitate making plates of wood that are different thicknesses every single time, so you're not just a factory that says these tops are 3mm, stamp out 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
Every single guitar is going to be different, but you can also find your own sound.
Oh, look at that thing just leaning against the counter, just sitting there, waiting to be loved and taken home and played and explored. And you're not going to let me do that, are you? You have all seen a bunch of things in the background. I think I'm going to be coming back. Here's Natalia from Maranello, or the Maranello model. That's where Ferrari came from. I mean, what? I like the story of the Woodstock instruments as well. So that's Ukraine. You say Kiev.
In Kiev, yeah.
So those, I mean, that's literal, currently war-torn country. That must be a story in its in and of itself. I just fell down a step.
Like I said previously, we're the sole UK exclusive retailer on these guitars, but they unfortunately had a civilian missile strike probably about a month ago now. and it hit just outside of their factory, and it blew out all of the windows. The back wall was completely demolished. Luckily,
Luthier's okay?
Luthier's okay.
There's not enough Luthiers in the world.
The Luthiers are fine.
And is the timber store okay?
The timber store was mostly okay. All of the guitars that were in production are fine.
I tend to diffuse situations with humour. I'm not minimising this. It sucks. So they lost part of the factory.
Yeah,
to a
they
Russian
had to
missile
relocate. They have, I believe, relocated now, and they are back manufacturing again. Whenever they've got power, basically. I mean, the fretwork is all done by hand. It's really well done, nicely rolled edges, Ukrainian timbers.
50 quid donation.
50 quid donation to the Ukrainian humanitarian appeal with every guitar sold.
Fantastic. We did a thing when all of that first happened, and raised about 15 grand through building a guitar for. That was actually at the beginning of Daily Guitar Draw.
Amazing.
But yeah, I'm glad. Well, maybe we take that one as well, and do. Yeah, maybe we put this through Daily Guitar Draw.
If you think it will do well, you're more than welcome to.
It's a beautiful guitar.
It's a stunning guitar.
Yeah, and if it sounds as good as it looks, then yeah, absolutely, and it's the story of the whole thing. So I swore on the way down here I wasn't going to pick up any guitars to take home with me. I'm failing at that. And you've also got some budget instruments because that's where everything is. The Fujian, how do you pronounce that, people? The FGN, handmade in Japan for, twin P90 gold top style instrument, $12.49. Oh, and there's one next to it for $5.49. That's still handmade, isn't it?
Yeah, mostly.
I mean, I don't like the giant truss rod. I don't like the fact that that's one of those aluminium channel truss rods. I think that those things should be banned. But anyway, do you have anything else to show me? What have we got?
I don't think you've spotted it, but it was right in front of you the whole time. For all of you folk lovers out there, we've got a bango. But not only that, it's a 6-string.
It is.
And it's fretless.
I love how you got the yeah, that's bang in the middle. That's cool. It's not guitar enough for me.
No, that's absolutely fine.
Okay, I think we need to wrap this up. This is like an hour-long video at least, and I hope people are enjoying this. Let me know if you want more of this sort of stuff. Just walking through people's collections is and interesting collections. Look, essentially, there's guitars here for sale, but what you've actually got is an interesting collection and a collection of interesting things for sale that are not your standard fare. That's sorry. So we've got a Tom Anderson and that's a Bacchus. Oh, I do like pink guitars. So there's a pre-owned. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, pre-owned Bacchus. For what you might like on the Anderson, you probably
that
want
neck.
to
The neck pocket.
Expand on that neck pocket.
Yeah, I do.
It's a lovely thing. This one's also pre-owned.
I would.
2-bolt system. Yeah.
I would love to get to know one of those one day personally. It's they've got a very, very good reputation. See, I'm sorry, I'm still walking over this river like it's a problem. It's a design choice as much as it's an aesthetic design choice as much as a structural one, and I really do like it.
It's also one where if you look at it knowing how to build with hand tools and less about CNC, you look at that going, that is a nightmare.
It's now 8:30 at night, and
8:30 already.
Yeah.
God, time flies, eh?
When you're
In here.
What would you like to see more of? Walter and Ryan and I have just had a thought that people like guitar books.
They do like guitar books.
I like investigating guitars. Let's document these things, photograph them, maybe do a few videos, and publish a book about sexy, sexy, sexy guitars. I'm trying to not promise too much and then under-deliver, but this is something that is genuinely achievable. You know, come up here. It's Ashburton, isn't it?
Ashburton, yeah.
Look at that. It's a lovely place. I'll come up, stay for a bit, do some of this, get me out of my normal life, and lust after some of these beautiful things.
Well, you're welcome anytime. Yeah.
I will take you up on that.
So I've got a couple little things as gifts for you for being so generous with your visit. The first one I will get from back here. This is another company I run called Moreland Distribution. We're still in our kind of setting up phases, so we're not properly launched. And these are our first product. We will be having more coming soon.
Is that reconstituted stone?
It is indeed. So this one's made from howlite, but these are all natural stone
No,
pits.
not reconstituted. This
No,
is
no.
solid. This
This
is
is
actual
solid
stone.
stone. Yeah,
A chunky goodness.
too right.
That's my middle name. Oh, crikey, I'm tired. Oh, God. Have I told you I'm trying to go into making custom silver plectrums?
Yeah, you have indeed.
Rhodonite.
Rhodolite.
Rhodonite. Thank you very much.
No worries at all. They are meaty indeed. They're 2mm thick, so they're a bit thinner than most.
It's heavier than it feels like it should. That one in particular.
That's probably going to be your favourite though.
Oh. Okay. All right, people.
Just a bit of fun.
I'm assuming you've got a website. Are these on?
These are coming onto the WM Guitars website next week. We have a Moreland Distribution website with all the information on it. It's not very SEO friendly at the moment, so you have to search Moreland Distribution for it to come up.
You said a couple of gifts. I'm assuming because this is still on the side here that
It's not, unfortunately, that one, but
I want to make something like this so badly. No, I want to make it well. I very, very much want to make one of these things. It's beautiful, isn't it?
I know you like these old things.
This is a Stauffer.
It is a Stauffer.
This is part of a Stauffer.
It's part of a Stauffer.
Holy crap!
So,
I'm crying. I'm literally
I know you love restoring old pieces of crap.
to tears. No. What I love doing is taking on projects that I'm never going to finish.
The M block is in there, not attached. There's 2 braces that are in there, not attached. But everything's still in there. So hopefully you're not gonna have trouble, but not too much trouble. It's hard to date, but it's probably late 18 to early 1900s.
Stuff's going to fall out.
Stauffer headstock. So this was a design designed by someone called Stauffer. Can't remember his first name, but yeah, the mechanics are all on the front face of the headstock, so the back is just a plate of wood bolted to the front there.
I am going to document the hell out of this, and thank you guys so much.
No problem at all.
This is what we're about. It's the history. We're all about this. It's the history that we don't want to have. Going into a massive guitar shop with 4,000 Gibsons and Fenders and things on there, and the soulless, boring stuff. It's what's killing guitar shops in general, in my opinion, and the passion for these things.
Kind of like a kind of Argos style way of looking at things, with just a box shifter.
Yeah, this is where Leo Fender got the Fender headstock, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
And people think, he just copied Fender. This is
the person as well. The original Stauffer is the person who originally taught the first CF Martin before he moved to America. Yeah.
You've given us something incredible to watch and restore and enjoy, and then in the museum people will be experiencing this and playing this and recording with this. I'm blown away.
I feel like you'd you'd be able to do this justice. So take this as a parting gift. That is literally parting.
Is that leather?
It's inlaid leather that they've then put the mother of pearl into, which is quite common back in the days. It gets all cracked because it's over 100 years old, but it's all still there and it's all still intact.
Thank you very much, everybody. Please, WM Guitars, and what's Moreland?
Moreland Distribution.
Moreland Distribution.
Yeah.
But don't come in here and ask to buy anything from the ceiling because it's not for sale. I've tried repeatedly. But look.
Yeah. So
I appreciate this.
We're on all the social channels. We've got our own website. Everything's listed on the website as well.
Links in the description below. And I'm walking away with a few guitars that we're going to have through Daily Guitar Draw. And I think this is the start of a... well, we've been talking, but this is the official start. You're officially my friends. You've got no choice now. Thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe. Let us know if you want more of this content. Links to everybody's socials in the description. And there will be a lot more. We are birds of a feather. We've got the same ideas of what's cool and what's worth looking at and learning from. And we're just at the start of this journey, so hey.
Well, thank you for coming along for the journey. See you guys.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It's an absolute pleasure. You made me cry. On the first date.